Well, how crazy is it that every time there's a major attack where 100, 200, 300 Christians are killed, and then it hits the mainstream media, and it's always unknown gunmen. It's always bandits, robbers, unknown gunmen. When everyone on the ground that survived this says it was Fulani, they were shouting Allahu Akbar when they were doing this, they were on motorcycles, they were, and this is the kind of weapons they were using, this is where they came from, this is where they went. I don't know. Who, what, where, when, and why journalism. I thought that's what we were supposed to do. But the Nigerian government just says, oh, unknown gunmen.
Yeah, they're more interested in controlling people than they are in speaking truth or giving people the respect.
There is a program or a plan for the boots to be on the ground in order to help prevent the genocide. The Muslims in this country should not see this as a direct attack against them. Rather, it's a direct attack against the militant terrorist organization. So, and there should be no issue of anger pointed towards some Christian population simply because of this is happening, but rather there should be a general consensus and understanding between the citizens of Nigeria so that we should all understand that there is a failure of leadership.
Wonderful followers and subscribers of Holy Ghost of good news. The good news is Tinubu is in trouble. Guess what? President Donald Trump has vowed to crush all of them behind the buying of Christians. To crush. I'm going to be showing you proof now and evidence. It's not stopping there. President Donald Trump, watch it. In the coming days, he's going to send boots. When I say boots, American soldiers, live and direct in Nigeria. I don't want to waste time, okay? The video is maybe a bit lengthy, but it's highly informative. Please don't skip any part. Let's start. Now, in this thing that, in the write-up he released yesterday, okay? I want to draw people to a phrase. Just follow me quickly as I read. He said, I'll take you to the phrase, okay? But let's start from the beginning so I don't miss any part. He said, Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being by radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern, but that is list. Underline this phrase first. I'm going to draw your attention to another phrase, but that is the list of it. Where Christians or any such group is slaughtered like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide, something must be done. I am asking Congressman really more, together with Chairman Tom Cole, and the House Appropriation Committee to immediately look into this matter and immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by why such atrocity are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. Now, take note of this second phrase. The second phrase. We stand ready. One, we stand ready, willing and able to save great Christian. We stand ready and willing to save great Christian population. Okay? Population. Number one, please. The first phrase that I underlined was, he said that the first phrase was that, he said, what he just did is a list. Number two, he said they're going to stand ready and stand by. Okay? Now, watch this. Watch this. When Ted Cruz started this thing, he said he's going to, bring so many a kind of laws, okay, when he started it against Nigerian politicians. What is going to happen now? Watch. Number one, he's going to go after politicians who are behind this thing. US is going to go after them. Two, there's going to be boots, live and direct on the ground in Nigeria. Yeah. So in the coming months, let's expect America, US soldiers. Now, why they are doing it is that one of the signs that number one is a failure of the government to protect. This is not against Muslims, so no, it's not against Muslims. It's against the failure of the government to protect the citizens. So their boots are going to be on the ground. I don't want to talk too much. Okay, let me show you videos for you to watch more video to portray my point. I beg you for your own good, don't skip any part of this video. Okay, they've also exposed Sultan Sokoto. That was Sultan Sokoto. I will bring it after this. All right. In case today is the first time coming across my video, I want to say big thank you to you for stopping by. This is Holy Ghost on platform, a platform that tell you undiluted truth. Thank you.
The United States designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for the purpose of genocide against Christian population. This means that the US is now going to start official procedural proceedings against Nigeria in some strategic interests where Nigeria is a concern, especially in the area of weapons deployment, because they believe that some of the official weapons that is being supplied to Nigeria find its way into the hands of these terrorists that are committing such genocide. So an action is going to be taken against them. One of the sorts of concern with that designation is that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is not just standing on the CPC designation. He is also requesting that the House Appropriation Committee chairman and some of the committee responsible, like Tom Riley, to sit down and come back and report to him. And he claims that he will not stand idle by to see fellow Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Most possibly, there is a program or a plan for the boots to be on the ground in order to help prevent the genocide. Most possibly, this is also one of the factors that they are likely going to consider. It means that the general failure of Nigerian leadership may lead to the US boots on the ground in Nigerian soil. And this is very, very damaging to this country. So it means that there is a general vote of no confidence on the current leadership system of the country. They believe that there is a general failure of leadership to provide security of life and property, and that they must do something extra to be able to help in provision of this protection for the life and property of some of the citizens in Nigeria that they're concerned about, especially the Christians. And I believe that's what it's trying to do. So here is what I want to say. The Muslims in this country should not see this as a direct attack against them. Rather, it's a direct attack against the militant terrorist organization. So, and there should be no issue of anger pointed towards some Christian population simply because of this is happening, but rather there should be a general consensus and understanding between the citizens of Nigeria, so that we should all understand that there is a failure of leadership in the country, especially the political leadership and the security leadership, to provide the necessary protection that is required for a peaceful and prosperous society. And that is what led us to this problem. So the problem should be viewed from the lens of being generic, not from the lens of being religious division, that will lead to religious division between the Christians and the Muslims. And do not forget, the only interest group that went to the United States to present in the US Congress this concern are the Christian population. Possibly, if there is a Muslim population's delegation that also found their way to the Congress and expressed concern about the genocidal killings that takes place against Muslim population in Nigeria by the same terrorists, maybe that designation will have also happened. So we shouldn't tag it as one religion trying to confront the other, or Christians are trying to confront the Muslims in Nigeria. No, we should see it as the citizens that are supposed to be protected by the security and the leadership of the state that has failed, and that is why the US is trying to do that. And the US is likely doing that because only the Christian population went and reported the issue, to the Congress. Should the Muslim also go and report, they may likely be designated. So this should not instigate any religious differences in Nigeria, but rather it is something that all of us share, that there is a general failure of leadership, both in the political class, most especially the political class, then of course also the security, particularly the political class, because the political class are supposed to provide all the necessary resources for the security to function. But the political class has failed to provide these things, focus on corruption and stealing, and that is why the security are failing, which is leading to the massive rise and general killings by the terrorists. So this should not instigate the citizens against one another. Rather, we know where the problem is. It's coming from the failure of the political class.
If my government is denying genocide, what will they say about this? United Nations, European Union, take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed on the fateful day of 7 March 2010, massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of big victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe, Muslim state. In fact, the troop into this place, Bauchi, this is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre. Davo Bitrus, Chuan Bitrus, John Nash Ren, Ngoisa Danjuma, all they are under the grave. Karos Nash, Lydia E. Danjuma. See the name, 100 is moving to 66. Ended by Israel Simon, Lydia Bulus Chuang, Da Labi Dung. And look at this place too. Dadung, Dagong Dung, Justina Gang, Sani, Pam, Victor Pam. To summarize, to go down to 126. Ran top with Ungoti Tigwam. We move also to 127. Dan Juma Gob, Victoria Zang, Test Crooks. You have been looking for facts. Look at facts. To prove Nigeria government are biggest liar. If they taught them, they will say Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslim terrorists. After they have eliminated Christian from Katsina, from Zamfara, from Borno, what next? Then the Christian that escaped from the far north, Sokoto, they were able to locate and come back to Plateau State. And they moved down to the south. They escaped their life. Now, the rural villages of Sokoto, Muslim state, Katsina, Muslim state. If you find a Christian, it's in the town, the city, headquarters of the state. That's where there's security. But in the villages, Boko Haram has taken over the villages. Once you're a Christian, you can only be a Christian by serving them as slaves in the local government. Look at what has happened. to 189. Look at this monument. It's a memory for what is happening. Chuan S. Dung Gang boat moving down to 252 people. Joseph Johanna. Now let's go back to see the other side of the monument. It continues from 250. Zongdungzi, Chuandi, Jik, Da Gyang Pam Tang, Kumbo Gyang Tang. It moved down to 315. That is Nerat Jong. Move again to 316. Peace John, Ezekiel Pam. It moved down again to 378. That's Paula Joseph Nyam.
Sure.
It shift again from the top. Da Dungyang, Wen Davo. It moved down to 401 and 41. Da Gom Elia was among them this. Mandung Christopher, that's 402. Garba Danjuma, it moved down to round up to 501. Apart from this list that are here, there are many. Only vultures that were dragged into those rocks. Women were dragged for raping that day. Come and see what happened. Look at the monument. Now can we say there was no genocide in those places? Children are there. There are two accounts of record. The one that I have here, the one that I have here, you can see their lists and their ranks in wherever they are. Children were battered. Children, they are among those names. And I have it here, compiled by my father, Reverend Danyam Dung, my brother. We have seen here the name of children and adults. Look at it. Ungola Rababulus, adult. Sandra Bitrus, child. Gabriel Bitrus, child. Ngo Yisa Danjuma, adult. Ngo Laraba Danjuma, adult. Timothy Ezekiel Danjuma, child. Lydia, child. Obadiah, child. And somebody will come out and say there was no genocide. This God that we serve, under this Muslim ticket, any Christian that will vote Muslim ticket, may God forgive him. May God show him mercy. He has received his number 66. I cancel my faith to Muslim ticket. Nigeria is for all of us. Nigeria is for both Muslim and Christian. Nigeria have been working on Muslim and Christian, Christian and Muslim. Why now? That is marginalization. That is genocide. In the world of the politics, the Islamic people have genocide us by killing the Christian, becoming a second man in Asoro. And the so-called Christian don't know what is happening. And those kind that came out and said there's no the grave, the death of these people is screaming in heaven. 501 people are here. 501. They are right inside it. 501. and learn the Senate are coming. Show them this. My Senate are coming to meet their colleagues. Senate, the screws, take this and present it to them. Is it not genocide? 501 people. And they were able to stand for Hamas and say Israel is committing genocide. What real genocide is in us? Look at the names that are here. There. They are right here in the grave. Dogo Nahawa. By the power of Jesus, we are coming back for real documentary. And we have done it, and we continue to show the world since Remo Amokri has invited to fact finding. Do you bring the American people to this place for fact finding? Did you bring them to this genocide ground? Remo Amokri, why didn't you bring them to Plateau to come and see this place? Are they not people? All are Christians. And you come out and tell me that there's also genocide. That even Muslims have been to shower down, to wash down that Christians have been killed. Muslims are also killed. By who? Is it we Christians that were killing the Muslims? No! That's not our portion in faith. We love the Muslims. We care for them. And we are ever ready to help them. But yet, they are bent to grab our lands. They are bent to take over our villages. They are bent to take over the state of Plateau State, Benue. They are bent to take over. They have taken over Nasarawa State. And they are bent to take this place. We will fight to finish it. We will defend our land to death. As Adesina said, why shall he want us to lose our life and land? It's better for us to lose our land so that we should remain. Adesina, you have never come across the power of the cross will crush you. During Buhari, you were defending Islam. No problem. We will maintain our land. They removed Christopher because he was trying to bring justice. And the justice was crushing the terrorists, the people insurgent that were brought from outside the nation. And they start shouting, oh, they are killing Muslims. Anakasha Muslimi, Anakasha Muslimi. Wallahi, Tinubu, Kachire, Christopher Zegamada, Damu. You thought we don't know? They cripple him. He want to act. They will say it's a genocide. Ribado is there as the advisor. Very wicked advisor. An evil advisor. He could not give advice to protect our land. But he's displaying religion agenda. God will fight for us when the time has come. And all Christians are all you. I urge you all over the world. If you don't pray for Christians in Nigeria, be ready to face the judgment. This is what is happening. We are all living under fear. Please, allow us to rest. I've been speaking since in the morning. And I have a lot to say again. Come and see how this man's head was butchered. At the point of death, I could have rushed to this village to perform burial. But I was in Ruku. I was in Hurum, where those women were butchered on the ground. Come and see. Mutilated body. Did by Fulani terrorists. There are good Fulani. They don't love this crisis. There are good Muslims. They are bleeding because of this crisis. They don't want it, and I know. But the terrorists in Islam are busy becoming a tools in the hands of politicians. Now the service chief have been removed. Christopher Musa was removed because you know Christopher Musa has dealt with the insurgents more than Burutai. Burutai was pretending. Burutai was busy killing Nigerian Christian soldiers, hunting them to the terrorists to kill them. We have mass death of Christians that are Nigerian armies, Air Force, that have been killed by insurgents. It was planned by Islamic officers. We know. Now Christopher is gone because you were chanting you don't want Christopher so that he will not touch the insurgents that were brought from different countries. Now you have succeeded. Christopher has been removed. We will see how Muslims will be killing Muslims in the north. Not Christian. We will never kill you. We will never cause problem for you. We will continue to love you. We will continue to like you. When I reached the hospital, I didn't spare anybody. The money that I have, I gave it to all, including the Fulani women that are in the hospital. I supported them because of Jesus, because of Christ. We will still serve the Lord. We will never deny Jesus. We will never deny Jesus.